Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to assemble and install two separate gates for this garbage enclosure. Please stay tuned and continue watching until the end so you won't miss out on any details of how you can do this kind of work as well. The first thing that we're doing is we're notching out and cutting out a little section of this 6x6 pressure treated post. The reason why we're doing this is we need to mount a bracket or the hardware for the rolling gate to rest on. And this pressure treated post, it was at a weird angle, and so this corner right here was in the way, and we found the best way to install this bracket is to cut out this corner area. We're doing this with our multi-tool cutter. It works perfect for notching out, a little custom section. So once we take this out, we're gonna go ahead and install that metal bracket right there. And it has a little section of tube at the top. And that's where your rail is gonna go from side to side. And then on top of that rail, that's where your fence, your gate, your sliding gate, that's where it's gonna roll off of. So on the other side, that post is totally fine. So this is the only one that we had to notch this out. So this is the strategy right there. This is the other post on the other side. It's gonna go right there on the surface. And we had to cut the tube to get the perfect length, so it'll fit in there. And then once you have that, you can just screw that into the 6x6 post on either side. And then it's just assembling after that. So right here we have those wheels. Those just wrap around the frame of the sliding gate. And then at the bottom over here at the end, we have these wheels. So all of this kit, you can typically get it from a fence supply company that is in your area. I went to the one over here. It's called Rick's Custom Fencing. And so they basically sold me this gate. The gate measures like 7.5 feet wide by like 6 feet tall. And what I'm gonna do after we install it over here, I'm gonna screw the fence panels directly onto the metal frame. We actually uploaded another video a while back in this same channel where we did another gate with this similar setup. So that's why we felt pretty confident that we were able to get this done. Like right here, we already have the rail in perfect position. Those wheels, we already put it at the perfect height. So now that gate is pretty much ready to go. Now we can go ahead and start laying out and installing this other gate. So per the site plan, the engineer or the architect, they designed this garbage enclosure to have two gates. The black gate here on the right, it's gonna swing out. And then the other gate, it's gonna slide. So once you slide in the slider and then you open up this other gate, you're gonna have a super wide opening of approximately 10 feet wide, which is more than enough, to take out all of the garbage containers. I think they're gonna have like 4 separate containers. One for the garbage, the recycling, the food waste, and then one for like the glass. So it's a huge garbage enclosure. And if you've been following our channel, you're gonna see that I've uploaded the entire process from the very beginning of when we dug the footing holes, we built the rebar cages, we put the 6x6 posts, poured the concrete, then we started assembling all of the rails and the fence around. We have a little bit left on the right side, but most of it is pretty much done. Today, we're mostly going to show you how to put these doors and get them ready. And then by tomorrow, all of this will be wrapped up. So right here, we already, this gate is perfect because you can customize the width. Right there, we have it at the perfect position. It has this hook with those wires, and that's just an angle, to kind of keep the thing square. Then it has the 2x4 pressure treated. We put one at the bottom, one at the center, and one at the top. And all of that gets screwed directly to the black metal frame. And then at the very outside, we're gonna be putting in the fence panels. Right here, we have that little bar that we basically we perforated into the asphalt a little hole, and that's to secure it. So this is the hole that we're doing right here. We just kind of figured out the perfect position. So once we had that laid out, we can make the hole, and that's where this little bar is going to go in to kind of put in place the swing out door. And then the other sliding door, it's going to meet right there at the corner. And then I think to tie both of these, like to secure them, we're probably going to have like a chain or one of those cable locks that the client likes to use. So it's pretty simple and straightforward, but this is a great idea. And the reason why they went with the 2 gates is because we're also building a handicap parking spot, and they didn't want the garbage enclosure to protrude into the parking area. So that's why we had it at an angle, and they had these 2 gate situation. But over here on the metal frame, we're gonna be attaching these fence pickets that are cedar. You know, they're the typical ones. The way how you secure that to the metal frame is you want to use some tech screws. Those are self-drilling, and it's good for attaching wood to metal. And you basically just you pre-drill the hole, and then after you do that, you can just screw in the screw directly. So that's what we're doing right here. We pre-drill the hole through the wood and through the metal, and then we have the other drill ready with the screw. You just basically screw it in there, and that's perfect. So we're putting one at the middle, one at the bottom, and one at the top, and that's how we secure everything. So that's pretty much, you know, the process right here. This is how it looks with the bracket. We notched out the corner, put one there at the top with the rail that goes from that side all the way to the other. Over here, we just mounted it straight to the surface because the angle of the post, we had already put it in a perfect position. So there it is with the rail on the top and the bottom. Then the frame, we mounted the wheel that's what it basically slides on here. And at the bottom, we cut out of the metal frame, we had to cut out a little bit of one of the corners because of the ground it slopes up. We didn't want it to hit. So now the way how it is set up right now, it basically slides from one end to the other, and it just works really smoothly. This is that metal frame that we purchased. We just basically assembled it with the pressure treated posts on the top, middle, and bottom. We have the angled wire there to keep everything nice and square. And then on the outside, this is how it looks. I mean, it's amazing how it just enclosed this entire area. So I hope you like this video of how to do this type of work. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and activate the notification bell so that way you won't miss out on any videos that I'll be uploading every single day. Thanks for watching. May God bless you, and I'll see you on the next video.